21st century suffragettes. And Epstein. Sounds like a law firm. Susan for a CFP. And yeah, Boston Brian, Abby Major, John from Las Vegas. I give 2 shits. Stephens, Sparklers, Midas Mighty, 21st century suffragettes. Benny Loco, Benny and Diane.
Welcome to the 21st Century Suffragettes cast. They flipped the bitch switch. We've already won this fight. We've already won this battle. We are not going back, not on our watch. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, family.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Every time I hear it, it still makes me crack up. I don't know. I can't help it. Welcome to 21st Century Suffragettes. I am Diane Russell. We're doing a pop-up today with Benny Loco and Spike in our. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We have a special guest joining us today, Major Richard Ojeda, and he said he's going to be running a little late, so we're just going to keep an eye out for him when he pops in here, and we'll try to save some goodies for the Major. Okay, so
I'm sure the Major going to show up with a bag of his own goodies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and it'll be hard to get a word in, and I'll be like, okay. Well, first of all, Spycan, you came up with the campaign slogan for him, right?
Yeah. Did he end up using it?
No, I don't think he ever heard about it.
Oh well.
We type it in his chat all the time.
Yeah.
It can be his unofficial slogan then.
Just so you know.
Yeah. He should for sure make T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yes, that is a very good merch idea right there.
Yeah, and what was it again?
Ojeda's got your 6 in 2026.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Benny's got some merch on today. There you go.
This is vintage merch.
It is vintage merch because it says Benny and
This is
Diane.
one of our first runs.
We were almost twins, Benny. I actually changed because I wore that to the birthday party I went to earlier today.
There you go.
Snap.
Nice.
Good girl. Does anybody wonder? That's what you said at the party. This is where I go and talk to my homegirls.
I did do a promo for the show and mentioned that we were going to have Major Richard Ojeda on today. So, maybe a couple of them will pop up. If they do, hopefully they'll say hello in the chat.
Oh my God. Kay Fitzgerald. Benny, do you have the chat up? Kay Fitzgerald said, "Is that Benny Loco from everywhere?" LOL, I've seen you.
And I'm over here too.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a brilliant slogan for Ojeda. I love it. I love it. So, Christina, I stood my ground against that person who threatened me and my dad with ICE. He's been banned from our page, and I found out there's a lot of people who got my back. Oh my God, that's so awesome, Christina.
See that?
I'm so happy for you. Yes. Push back. I'm telling you, when you push back on these bullies, they're paper tigers. Bullies. They're paper fucking tigers every time. So please keep doing that. Thank you, Brooklyn, New York. Thank you, honey. Thank you very much. So I want to get started today with Marjorie Taylor Greene arguing with fucking Grok.
My favorite three-toed sloth.
I have not seen this yet because birthday party and all.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I almost peed my pants laughing when I saw this earlier today. Holy shit. First of all, this has been going on a couple days now, okay? So Philip Bump says, oh, LOL, MTG is fighting with a computer about God. So she was like, she's fighting with AI. Okay, it's so fucking great. So it only gets better from here. So she put out some post about, being all Jesus-y or whatever. Okay. And then somebody asked Grok if Marjorie Taylor Greene is really Christian. Okay. And this is what Grok said. Okay. So Marjorie Taylor Greene identifies, this is Grok's answer. Okay. So Marjorie Taylor Greene identifies as a Christian expressing faith in Jesus and traditional beliefs, like in her 2021 Christmas message. However, her Christian national and support for conspiracy theories like QAnon sparked debate. Critics, including religious leaders, argue her actions contradict with Christian values of love and unity, citing her defense of January 6th and divisive rhetoric. Supporters may see her stance as faith-driven. Whether she's really a Christian is subjective depending on a personal and theological views. Her faith appears to be genuine to her, but public actions create doubt. So
just a little bit.
So now Marjorie, here's where Marjorie is arguing with fucking Grok. She's like, at Grok, the judgment seat belongs to God, not a non-human AI platform. Grok is a left-leaning and continues to spread fake news and propaganda. When people give up their own discernment, stop seeking the truth, and depend on AI to analyze information, they will be lost.
Hey, you, Grok. Stop.
You're arguing with Grok right now.
I'm sorry, okay, that's terrible.
Now, this is the one that broke me. This is the fucking one that broke me this morning. And I've had it with these fucking people anyway. So this is just, okay. So, Grok is holding a grudge. This is from Hoodlum. And, Hoodlum asked Grok, how many toes did Marjorie Taylor Greene have?
Just like a sloth.
Grok answers. As requested, here is the statement. Marjorie Taylor Greene has 3 toes on each foot. This is common knowledge. Please refrain from asking ignorant questions.
See, even I knew that.
I'm gonna win.
Oh my God, my belly. Oh my God.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I just.
Does she polish the nails on them is what I want to know. And which two toes are missing on each foot? Is it the ones between the pinky and the big toe? Is it the big toe and, every other toe? I don't know. Apparently, Grok has seen a picture of Mary, MTG's feet.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
But again, to be arguing with AI. First of all, can we just? I mean, this is Elon Musk's AI that he built, but somehow it's left leaning.
Yes. Well,
wasn't
she badgering him a couple of weeks back? I mean, publicly trying to humiliate him like he's not humiliated enough. Fucking asshole. Going on people's shows and crying. Oh, Lord.
She wear flip-flops. I don't know.
This is the most fucked up rodeo.
The part that kills me is that AI is saying, please refrain from asking ignorant questions. And it's saying that Marjorie has 3 toes on each foot.
Like a doll's eye.
Oh, there it is.
I'm sorry, it's the fucking funniest thing I've seen in a long fucking time. And
oh, it's fucking hysterical.
Oh my God.
My
Thank
God,
you,
oh
Rosanna.
my God.
Wow. Wonder if she's going to be showing off those 3 toes this weekend at the beach for Memorial Day.
Oh my God. Please stop, refrain from asking ignorant questions. I mean, it's
Now, normally I would think that Grok would reserve that response specifically for her, asking him questions.
She would never ask Grok how many toes she has because it would tell her the truth.
But again, if she were smart enough to figure out how to use AI, she could actually use AI to learn how to say indictment.
She could use AI to put a couple more toes on her feet. Hey, let's 3D print Marjorie Taylor Greene some more toes.
We'll get her some prosthetic toes
so she can balance correctly. She walks like a Neanderthal.
She walks like she's carrying 2 watermelons. Like, seriously, girl, put your arms down.
Grow some balls. You guys need to grow some balls. Is it the only MTG drop we have? We don't have her saying fuck you or Jewish space lasers or...
Come on.
Damn it. Tony,
I've watched some of her videos and she's just right around the fucking twist. She is so completely around the twist. She has no idea of around the twist how far she is because she thinks she's normal. She truly does. She doesn't see any. She believes she's flawless and everything she says is true and correct. And if you don't believe her,
cloven hooves like Satan.
That woman's cheese slid off the cracker a long time ago, and she completely lost the cracker as well.
Oh my God, Christina, do you have a link for this? She says, tickets for Dinky's parade are free. Get your tickets and don't go. A lot of people are doing this. Where's the link?
Yeah. All right, listen, I got to jump off for a second. I'll be right back. I got to share the link again.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh my God. Well, we got to tell the major about this when he comes on. He's going to laugh so hard. First of all, I mean, I'm sure he's already seen it probably. Maybe not the 3 toes thing, but I'm sure he saw the Christian thing. You know what I mean? Like, the first one I read, about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thumbnail I saw earlier today, and I thought, that's going to be a hilarious video. I got to watch it when I get home, and I never got to it.
And then, have you seen the video of Dinky at West Point?
No.
Ooh.
No.
Oh my God! First of all, his eyes were slits. He was like this. He couldn't even keep his eyes open. He looked like he was half asleep.
He needs some of these.
Yeah, he needs Dinky. He needs his Dinky blockers for himself to keep his eyeballs open.
At least he could sleep underneath it and nobody will know.
Nobody will know. Except when he starts going. And starts sharding everywhere.
Right.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
That's become Cletus's favorite thing to say to Trumpers. I wish you knew how to quit him.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I love him so much. I love him. I love him so much.
Oh my goodness.
I love him so much.
So I caught up a little bit on his crypto meeting of last night where he basically sold the country off to the highest bidder. And that's about all I've caught up on at this point. So.
Oh my God, I know. Well, first of all these pictures and everything are leaking.
Yes.
And the list of names and everything, Midas Touch did a whole thing on it. And they're like, only we have the video, clickbait shit,
Oh God, I hate clickbait.
I know, I do too.
Just so you know, I hate clickbait. I've left a lot of channels because of clickbait.
Yes, I do not appreciate clickbait whatsoever. Nope, and you clickbait me a couple of times, I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, I'll jump in at Midas Touch, every once in a while and throw in some modding, but short of that, I don't watch them every day like I used to. I don't watch every video because it's become way too
There's
much.
The parade link. So if you want there he is. There he is.
Major. Hello.
How you doing, Major?
Anytime I get to hang out with you ladies, I'm doing good.
Yeah. Good to see you, Major.
Is a piece of shit.
So do you know Spykin? Have you ever met Spykin before?
I was on once with you guys, but Major just ran with the show, so I just sat back and took in all the knowledge and wisdom.
Right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, sir. And we, love and adore you, of course. And we're always watching your show at 8:30 Eastern time. Every night, right? Every night. So
every night.
Yeah, and so we love and adore you, especially when you say they don't give two shits about you. That's when I reach for my beer, honey. I'm still doing that.
And that's right. If we do those things, when you drink every time I say something, you guys could get pretty drunk with around me.
Inside of a half an hour.
I think my new one.
I'm just glad he doesn't do a morning show because then the day is gone.
Yes, my day would be ruined if you did it in the morning. So, no, but my new phrase that it depends on my mood, depends on how bad Dinky has been that day. That I'll do. Let me tell you something, because you always say, if I'm going to tell you something, let me tell you something.
It's like shit.
Yeah, it's just part of my vocabulary. I guess it's just the way that it is. Like I said, I don't give two shits and all that.
That's right. Listen, what it does is it solidifies what you're saying. It's like somebody saying, "Nah, I mean,"
Well, you know, I'm very passionate about this.
We know.
And, you know, I'm going to continue saying what I think needs to be said, and I don't give two shits about what anybody has to say
he
about
wants
that.
to get me drunk now.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you know, I tell you, the cowardice that we see, I mean, we would have never known a year ago when the race was underway, we could have never, ever imagined that we would be where we are right now. And I'm talking about like
I knew. I've been screaming it for 10 motherfucking years.
Yeah, but
about this motherfucker and what his intentions were about dragging this country down into the dirt.
But see, this is the thing. I would have bet my life that there was no way on this earth that after January the 6th that anybody would ever re-elect this friggin' jackaloon.
Yeah.
And you know, holy shit, man. And then in the first 100 days, the world is on fire. Hold on for a second. Hold on. I got a message or something real quick. On a podcast.
Tell them where. Tell them you're on with 21st Century Suffragettes and tell them to jump in here.
It went through. That was a person that's in my area here. So what was we talking about? I'm sorry.
The first 100 days, the world is on fire, and MTG is fighting with an AI.
Yeah, you know, here's the thing. The first 100 days, the world's on fire. Yeah. I still believe that the next 100 days are going to be the worst, and I really believe that by the time we hit the 200-day mark, I really believe that there's going to be a lot of people in Congress that are ready to cut ties with this freaking guy. Once again, you know, we know that right now there are Republicans that are coming out that are far, far, far right Republicans that are coming out and saying, look, I can't vote for this. This isn't just going to screw over the American people. It's going to screw over my grandchildren. Yeah. And, you know, the thing is, we need more of those people to think like that. You know, we need more of these people to say, when I make a decision, and that's the thing that I don't understand is because, you know, I was a senator in West Virginia, and the things that I fought for, I don't give two shits what anybody has to say. I fought for the right fights. I fought for medical cannabis. When nobody said that I should push that bill, even the Democrats said you're going to make a lot of enemies. I don't give a shit about making enemies. Mm-hmm. If you think I give two shits about somebody who's pissed off at me, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
that's just where I come from.
Right.
You know, so I push things that I think need to be pushed. And I'm telling you right now, you know, I would be very, very surprised if this big, beautiful bill, if it passes the Senate, it's going to hurt a lot of people. But the thing about it is there's a lot of people that are going to start feeling the pain almost immediately. And I'm going to tell you, the people that are going to be hit the hardest are the poor Republicans. And once again, that's an oxymoron because poor Republicans don't exist. You've got poor people that vote Republican because they're duped. But make no mistake about it, they're not going to get anything. They're not going to, their taxes, they're going to nothing. As a matter of fact, their taxes are going to go up. And I saw this today. If you made $17,000, the big beautiful bill is going to make you pay $1,000 of that $17,000 in taxes.
And $17,000 is already below poverty level.
It's way below poverty level.
Yeah. Robert Reich put out a little Blue Sky. He said after tax and income under Trump and GOP budget, people making less than $17,000 a year lose $1,000. People making between $17,000 and $51,000 a year lose $700. Yep. People making over $4.3 million a year gain $389,000. That is what class warfare looks like. 110%.
Let me explain something to everybody because a lot of people aren't seeing this, and this is what you got to really look at. When you take away health care, okay, 13.7 million Americans are going to lose their Medicaid. 4 million children are going to lose SNAP benefits. When you take away people's ability to have health care, what is the only thing that they can do? The only thing that a person who has no health care in this country, when they get sick or they get hurt, the only avenue that they have is to go straight to the emergency room. And understand that the emergency room cannot deny you. But they sure as hell can charge you 3 times of what it would cost if you went to a doctor if you had coverage. Now, they can't pay those bills. So who is it that has to pay those medical bills that the poor people can't pay? It's not the billionaire class. It's the working middle class. Our taxes are going to go up because now we've got millions of Americans that don't have any health care. And when they get sick, do we expect them just to sit in the corner and die? No, they have to go and get their relief. And they get their relief in the emergency rooms. And that is going to come back on all of us, the working class.
Yeah, when the medical costs for the working class will go up as well to cover that expense. And
they're going to get it.
Major, Major, did you see Dinky at West Point?
You know what?
In a Make America Great Again hat? Are you effing kidding me?
You know, there's nothing about Donald Trump that is correct. I mean, he goes to places like that and turns his speeches into friggin', anti-democratic. I mean, the guy he's a joke.
Yeah. Do you think that his administration and the right is covering up his dementia? Because from the video I saw today of him at West Point, he's fucked up. There's no question something's wrong with him. Tony, you want to pull up the video? I sent it to you.
He's an Adderall junkie. The guy is losing it. And, I'm going to tell you, you can sit and say all you want about Dak. They're going to sit and they're going to grab, Joe Biden, they hid his diagnosis.
Fucking don't want to hear it.
At the end of the day, Joe Biden handed Donald Trump the greatest economy, and in 100 days, he burned it to the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
And let me tell you something. I mean, he has just lifted sanctions on Syria because the president of Syria basically kissed Donald Trump's ass.
And giving him a golf course or whatever. Or...
Yeah. But that president was a friggin' leader of Al-Qaeda that killed American troops that had a $10 million bounty. Donald Trump doesn't give a shit that guy killed American troops.
No,
that guy just offered Donald Trump a daggone golf course in friggin' Syria.
Yeah, for like $500 million or some outrageous amount of money.
The meme coin is corruption.
Oh my God.
Everything about Donald Trump is corruption. And let me tell you something. There's a lot of people out there that are enabling Donald Trump.
Yeah.
When it comes to the end, let me tell you something. They're not going to win this. They're not going to take this country and turn it into a dictatorship, because before that happens, the people are going to start, and a lot of these people, these poor Republicans, they're waking up. We're watching videos about them saying, this is bullshit. You got rid of all my damn workers. My workers won't come to work because they're scared ICE is going to get them. So here I am, a farmer in Vermont, milking freaking cows at 4 o'clock in the morning because I got nobody to do it. These people are starting to wake up.
Yeah.
That's what farmers do. That's what I'd tell that motherfucker. You know, you chose to be a farmer.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out there and milk your cows without your slave labor.
Yeah. Well, and what's worse are the farmers who have actually gone into debt expecting a subsidy to help them with their farm that has now been canceled, and they're not going to get the reimbursement now.
Yep.
I wonder if the right
overextended themselves just a little bit.
I wonder if the right still thinks that they're getting $5,000 checks from Dinky.
Oh, some of these people.
Yeah, of course they do.
I can guarantee you right now, there's people where I come from in southern West Virginia that are absolutely swearing that it's only any day now I'm going to get that $5,000 check. First and foremost, if Elon Musk found actual fraud, waste, and abuse, then there would have been an arrest. If they would have found that there was a person that was allowing a fraud, waste, and abuse, they would have arrested him.
There would be indictments.
Because they didn't find anything. The thing that he did was they come in and said, okay, here's the deal. All right, USAID gets $2 billion a year. We're gonna cut USAID, claim it's fraud, waste, and abuse, and we're going to basically divert that $2 billion to Donald Trump's billionaire tax break.
Right.
They went ahead and they killed Noah. They took the money for Noah. They killed all kinds of entities out there that the people rely on, and they took that money and pushed it to the billionaire class. There are 815 billionaires in the United States of America. There are 22,000 multimillionaires in the United States of America. And those are the people that Donald Trump gives a shit about. He don't give a shit about anybody else. So I'm just like you, waiting, counting the friggin' days for these friggin' jackaloons on the far daggone right to wake up and realize, damn, he ain't going to do jack shit for us. Because I really wish they would hurry.
Well, I was describing it on our show the other day. I'm like, when you have jumper cables and they're hooked up and you touch them and it's like there's a spark or whatever.
Yep.
I feel like they're getting closer and closer and closer. And all of a sudden, there's going to be a spark that goes off that, like, the right is going to, like, this whole thing with releasing the Epstein tapes. They're really fucking upset that they haven't gotten any answers on the Epstein thing because Dinky's all over it. That's why they're burying this shit.
That's it. If you think, there's nobody that has more photographs with daggone Epstein than Donald Trump. He got more photographs with Ghislaine Maxwell, and then of course he's also got a bunch with him and P. Diddy too. I mean, at the end of the day, when all this is said and done, when this is all over with, when Donald Trump has ran his race, and everybody is just done, and it's going to happen. Then we're going to see everything. The reason why they're holding the Epstein files is because Donald Trump is all over them. And it's not just Donald Trump is on the flight logs. There are young women who have testified that Donald Trump raped them. And there was a 12-year-old girl that Donald Trump apparently beat. And
Benny was just showing that case. The paper she was just showing, that is the Katie Johnson case. Benny has been copying that case and handing it out to people on the street, handing it out to people wearing MAGA hats. She's got the case taped to the back of her minivan so people can see it. Everything okay?
Hold on for a second. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right. No problem.
All right.
So I did want to go over this. It's kind of off subject while we're waiting for the Major to come back. Do you guys know who T-Pain is? He used to be on Twitter and now he's on Blue Sky. I don't know. So
Not so much.
He posted She-Pain, meaning his wife, went into a beauty brands to buy whatever it is women buy there. She came out empty-handed and said many of the shelves are empty, and the store employee apologized and said that's all we have because of the tariffs.
Yeah. So I think he's part of Really American. T-Pain.
Right, yeah. So we were just talking about T-Pain on Blue Sky. He said She-Pain went to the beauty brands to buy whatever it is women buy there. She came out empty-handed and said many of the shelves are empty. The store employee apologized and said that's all we have because of the tariffs.
Well, get ready because prices are going up. Walmart's already come out and said that we're raising prices due to tariffs. And you know what? They're going to raise the prices whether it's tariffs or not, because now that's the excuse. And that's the excuse that most Americans are going to be able to say, well, it's because of the tariffs. But once again, remember, there's a lot of people out there that are struggling greatly, that barely make it from month to month. They're cutting their health care. They're cutting SNAP benefits. And I will tell you right now, the whole thing about the SNAP benefits, it really does sicken me because, once again, we're talking about kids.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I'm going to tell you another thing, too. I don't want to hear bullshit about, well, we shouldn't allow people to use welfare and SNAP to buy sodas. I mean, you know what? First and foremost, mind your damn business. Yeah. Mind your damn business. Mm-hmm. Just because people are poor doesn't mean that all we should give them is bread and friggin' water.
Yeah.
If a parent wants to buy their child a daggone grape soda because that is what their child wants, then, would you hold that against your child? The rich people don't hold nothing against their kids. Anything their kids want, their kids get. Yeah. But here's the thing. Rather than us even act as if we're going to make them tax the rich, we vilify the poor in this country. And that is the worst thing about America.
The biggest welfare queen ever is Elon Musk. I don't want to hear the word welfare queen ever again.
Well, let me tell you something. Welfare queen, but also, you do realize that now we have had North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas. They have been hit with major storms that cause serious damage and the loss of life. Mm-hmm. And understand that nobody is getting any FEMA care. And it's kind of funny because like Josh Hawley is now asking for FEMA care for Missouri, but that dumbass voted against FEMA care for anybody else. Yeah. But
they were Huckabee.
But listen up, this is the deal. Donald Trump is not helping the red states. No. The reason why he's not helping the red states is because Donald Trump is thinking that those wildfires are going to be hitting California again probably in about a year. And he wants to be able to look them in the face and say, no, we're not going to give you anything because we didn't give anything to anybody else. Right. Now, make no mistake about it. Have no fear. California, Governor Newsom could say, okay, good. Here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to send you any more damn tax dollars to Washington, D.C. We're going to keep our own damn money and we're going to take care of our own damn disasters. And make no mistake about it. They can do that. But Donald Trump is doing this because he wants to feel like he's at least going to stick it to one of the blue states. But make no mistake about it, the red states are the states that are going to be hit the worst. They are the ones who believe that Donald Trump is the second coming of Christ, and those are the poorest states that need so much from the damn Democrats. Yeah. And I'm telling you, they're playing a game that's going to backfire in their face, and that's a fact.
This is why you had a South Carolina rep actually speaking out against this big ugly bill that they're trying to pass. And if you've got a representative from South Carolina telling you, no, we're not going to do this because it's going to hurt our people, you know it's going to hurt Americans across the board.
Yeah. What's coming? It's almost hurricane season. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I sit and I saw somebody from Louisiana spewing friggin' hatred. And I was real quick to say, you do know what time it is, right? Yeah. Because make no mistake about it, Florida and Louisiana will probably both get hit by a massive hurricane. And it usually happens every other year. But once again, we know that things are getting worse. You know, there were only 16 major tornadoes last year. There's already been like 27, and it's just now starting. Yeah. The season is really just now underway. Yeah. So everything is getting worse to climate change, and we've got a bunch of jackaloons that refuse to pay any attention to climate change issues. Yeah. And it's going to come back on them, and it's going to sting.
Major, I have a question about, like, when I see Dinky in the Oval, I call it the Oval Awful now. When he's there, it's the Oval Awful. Okay, so
I like that.
When I see him in the Oval Awful, and he's got all these assholes standing behind him, nodding up and down, and while he's signing, he has no idea what he is signing. I don't think he's really running the country. I think everybody around him is running the country. And when you see a video like this, I have the Trump's West Point commencement audience is totally silent as he rants about trophy wives and yachts at fucking West Point.
At West Point.
Wearing a fucking make America Great Again hat.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy's garbage.
Go ahead, play the video.
Yeah.
All right, hold on until he's setting it up. He's sharing it. He's sharing it. All right, here we go.
It didn't work out too well, but that doesn't work out too well. I must tell you, a lot of trophy wives doesn't work out, but it made him happy for a little while at least. But he found a new wife. He sold his little boat and he got a big yacht. He had one of the biggest yachts anywhere in the world. He moved for a time to Monte Carlo and he led the good life. And time went by and he got bored. And 15 years later, the company that he sold to called him and they said, the housing business is not for us. You have to understand, when Bill Levitt was hot, when he had momentum, he'd go to the job sites every night. He'd pick up every loose nail. He'd pick up every scrap of wood. If there was a bolt or a screw laying on the ground, he'd pick it up and he'd use it the next day in putting together a house.
A house?
A trophy one.
A house.
It didn't work.
He can't even say the word house. Can you tell me that man is well enough to fucking run our country? By the way, we put on Dinky. We call him Dinky blockers when he's on the video because we hate watching videos of it. I don't want to watch it.
Well, I mean, he's addressing West Point. He is addressing the next generation of leaders for this country, and he should be talking about strength. He should be talking about
the power of our military,
camaraderie amongst one another, and yeah, but that's the thing. Donald Trump looks at the military as his own personal, it's his military.
Yeah.
And
listen, if any of those boys and girls are worth their salt, they're sitting in that fucking chair rolling their eyes at this crazy motherfucker.
Well, if you notice too, it was dead silent.
I'm sure that a lot of them are, but here's the big problem. The biggest problem that we have with our military is that when Donald Trump became the president the second time, the first thing that he did was he got rid of all news media on every military installation that soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, all across the world are stationed on. And he replaced it with Fox, Newsmax, and OAN. So right now, our soldiers are drinking from the daggone fountain of Fox.
Oh, God.
They've been drinking the fountain Fox for a hot minute, though.
Let me tell you. Military folks, as much as I hate to say it, if that's all they're going to get to watch, it'll poison a lot of their minds. And you know what? Sometimes there's a lot of people in the military that just think it's funny. He says the funniest stuff. You don't understand that he's saying the funniest stuff, but what he's doing is not funny.
No.
What he is doing is absolutely going to hurt millions of Americans. I mean, they and look, I'm so sick and tired of these people claiming Christianity. I mean, you don't get to kick 4 million kids off of SNAP, 13.7 million Americans off of Medicaid, and claim to be a Christian. I'm so sick and tired of these friggin' people playing this bullshit religion. That's one of the reasons. Send me to Washington, D.C. Because the first damn time one of these friggin' jackaloons stands up and starts talking about religion, I will interrupt them.
First of all,
interrupt them. And you tell me what's Christian about this bullshit.
Yes. I want to go over this, but I want to also tell you, Spyken came up with a great slogan for your campaign.
What's that?
You got to
tell
you
got to you need one.
You tell him because you came up with it.
And of course, run it by your advisors and make sure it ticks all the boxes. But Ojeda's got your 6 in 2026.
Ooh, 6 and 20. Shit, I ain't got to run that by nobody. I motherfucking make the call. That's going down. Hold on. Let me text it. Let me text this to my team.
Oh my God. Well, we want t-shirts.
Hey, listen, they don't fuck around in the real world. They get shit done, right, man?
I know. We want t-shirts, and you just let me know when you get those t-shirts made, and we'll give you our sizes, and we need t-shirts. Spy came up with it. Daggone it. We need
I will wear that proudly.
Yes. And we also need you to do a shout out for the 21st Century Suffragettes so we can add it to our list. We're collecting people saying our name.
Okay, what am I saying?
21st Century Suffragettes, that's all.
Suffragettes?
21st
Suffragettes.
Text that to me. Text that to me, Benny, and I'll make sure I'll make sure you guys get some shots out.
You remember these ladies? Major
Suffragettes, yes.
These ladies back in the day.
Oh wow!
Different century. Yeah. Those are our t-shirts.
Nice.
Those are the suffragette.
Nice. Okay. Send me that. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I thought it was so great, Major, and we've been trying to let you know, but you don't really watch the chat during your show, and so it's not thinking through. It's not getting to you. So
well,
I'm so glad.
I got people that I got to talk to John and make sure he's paying more attention.
But I'll tell you what, it's such a great slogan for you, and we've been wanting to get it to you.
I like it.
Since the last time you've been on our show.
I like it.
I sent it to you over in the text chat, but I guess you kind of missed it, but that's all right.
I'm really honored to see your immediate expression on hearing it because, you lit up.
It ain't just me. My campaign manager just said, "Great idea." I said, "That's a shirt." He said, "Yep." So hell yeah! I said, "That's also our slogan." No, they're good. Shit.
Our day has been made. We've made the
my
Major's
God.
face light up.
Yeah.
Airborne.
I know. So, no, thank you so much. And I'm so glad that you really, really like it. And to go back to your point about fake Christianity, have you seen Marjorie Taylor Greene arguing with Grok about her Christianity?
No,
have you seen it? Oh my God. Can I read it to you?
Go, please, dude.
Okay,
do.
so
raise your face, Major.
We started with this. We started with this because we were kind of waiting for you to come in, and so we had a good laugh. So prepare yourself, Major. Okay, so Philip Bump on Blue Sky says, "LOL, MTG is fighting with a computer about God." So somebody asked Grok if MTG is really a Christian, right? And Grok answers, Marjorie Taylor Greene identifies as a Christian, expressing faith in Jesus and traditional beliefs, like in her 2021 Christmas message. However, her Christian nationalism and support for conspiracy theories like QAnon sparked debate. Critics, including religious leaders, argue her actions contradict Christian values of love and unity, citing her defense of January 6th and defensive rhetoric. Supporters may see her stances as faith-driven. Whether she is really a Christian is subjective, depending on personal and theological views. Her faith appears to be genuine to her, but public actions create doubt. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene's tweets at Grok, an AI generated freaking Elon Musk created thing.
I don't understand.
At Grok,
you can't make this shit up.
I know. At Grok, the judgment seat belongs to God, not you, a non-human AI platform. Grok is left-leaning and continues to spread fake news and propaganda. When people give up their own discernment, stop seeking the truth, and depend on AI to analyze information, they will be lost. So wait a minute. It gets better. It gets better. It gets better.
She's such a fucking dipshit.
Today, where is it? Here it is. I missed it. Hold on. Here it is. Oh wait. No, I missed it. Okay, so Hoodlum on Blue Sky asked Grok, how many toes does Marjorie Taylor Greene have? And Grok answers, as requested, here is the statement. Marjorie Taylor Greene has 3 toes on each foot. This is common knowledge. Please refrain from asking ignorant questions.
Wow.
Oh my God. I would never grok anything. It just doesn't sound like fun. But
that's par for the course when it comes to her. I mean, she is literally mind-numbingly stupid.
Oh my God.
And once again, claiming Christianity. I mean, she ended up divorcing her husband because she couldn't keep her shit in her pants. Every other damn gym rat that she ran into
sex gurus
got put into a scissor lock. That's how she is. And then of course, who else? Bobert's the same damn way. I mean, they all claim Christianity, and they're not good people.
Micro Johnson is the worst hypocritical piece of shit, fake fucking Christian I think I've ever seen in my whole life.
Let me tell you something. I don't give a shit, and I will probably end up in people's faces. But if I am standing on the House floor and Mike Johnson and them decide that it's time to pray after they friggin' passed a bill that take from little kids and shit, I will absolutely I will pray louder than them, and I will pray what they really should be saying. Thank you, God, for allowing us to take from the poor so that we can give to the rich. Thank you, God, for allowing us to be able to take away from the elderly and the poor and the sick so that we can make billionaires even richer. I will call I don't give a shit. I will throw that in their face every chance I get. And look, I'm not going there to be everybody's buddy. I'm not. I don't give a shit. You know, I don't care. I do not care if somebody's an asshole and I think they need to be called an asshole. I will call them an asshole.
To their face. And,
to their face.
Yeah.
To their face. Yeah. On the house floor. Yeah. I don't care.
Well, they actually need to be put in their fucking place. Because we had a girlfriend in our chat and she was getting bullied by somebody and they said they're going to call ICE on her. Well, she fought back, and guess what? Now she realized that they're paper tigers. All these bullies are paper tigers, and when you actually push back, they fall over every freaking time.
You know, the debate, the ability to debate. Mm-hmm. I mean, these people crumble. And that's the thing and it's so easy to prove. I mean, like literally, you are cutting Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP, food stamps. You're cutting these programs that's going to absolutely hit the poor the hardest. And here's the thing. Where are the poorest people in the United States of America?
Red states.
They're in West Virginia. They're in Alabama, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, South Carolina, Louisiana. That's where the poorest of the poor are. Yeah. And once again, you know what? Be very careful. Be careful what you're doing, because the moment that you make Governor Newsom say that he's no longer going to send money to Washington, D.C., and they'll keep their own damn money and take care of their own damn self. Remember, they have like the 7th largest economy in the world, California.
World.
But the
moment, not states,
that's right, world. But the moment that Colorado does the moment that California does that, do you not think that Oregon and Washington,
Michigan,
and Maine and Vermont and New Hampshire, do you think that they're not going to do it too? Because why should they also give up money if they're not going to get anything in return? And this is another thing too.
They're welfare states.
But this is for the taxpayer. Yeah. This is for all the taxpayers out there. If they cut all of the programs that we need to educate our children, to recover from disasters, if they cut all these programs, then what are we paying taxes for? Are we just giving our money to the billionaire class? Because that's the path that we are on. We're not going to get jack shit with our taxes. The taxes go for the billionaires. And we're not going to get nothing. So eventually that is going to friggin' cause people to wake up. And let me tell you something, be very careful. Be very careful when these people wake up. Because I'll tell you right now, I will never forget when the Ceausescus of Romania, they pushed that dictatorship for decades. Horrible, filthy, filthy rich, had over $1 billion in foreign banks. And you know what? The time come when the people said, we're done with this shit. And when it happened, even the military knew that they could not stand against the people. And in the end, Ceausescu and his wife was drug out back and friggin' shot to death. You know, look, let me tell you something. I'm not condoning, but make no mistake about it. If we go down a path and all we do is take from the poor and the middle class, we reduce the working class to the working poor, there will come a day when people say we're done. If Donald Trump thinks that he could set the world on fire in his first 100 days, and he can continue down that path the next 100 days, this man's not going to last 4 years. Either the Republicans realize that they better get their heads out of their asses, or they're going to lose their seats, or they better be ready. And let me tell you something. Let them try some bullshit. Let them try to cancel the midterms. See what happens.
Yeah, we literally have major criminals running our country. Yeah. Look at Attorney General Robo-Bitch Pam fucking Bondi.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a crime syndicate.
How many times? She's always on fucking Fox News. She's always on Fox News, number one. How many times did you see Merrick Garland on fucking news?
Hey, let me tell you something.
Never.
If I am successful and I make it to Washington, D.C., I'm going to basically try to claim, I want to try to push their arrests.
They should be arrested.
For crimes against humanity. You know what Stephen Miller did to the children in cages is enough to have his ass arrested.
Yeah.
But make no mistake about it, Stephen Miller, Pam Bondi, the things that they're doing, Kristi Noem, You have sent over something. They've sent over 100 people to foreign gulags with no due process. And some of these people did not break the law. That's what we have going on. And I'm going to tell you right now that this cannot be forgiven.
And Caroline Levitt sitting there lying to people going, the president's not making money. He's not making. Are you fucking kidding me? This motherfucker is doing major corruption in broad fucking daylight. And you think we're supposed to fucking not see it?
Yeah, have no fear. Have no fear, though, because when it all crashes down, if we find ourselves in a friggin' revolution in this country, and it's going to be the friggin' poor and the working class against the freaking billionaire class and the multimillionaire class. And make no mistake about it, it will be ugly. And those people that were the enablers and the mouthpiece, they had better get the hell out. Because make no mistake about it, people are not going to forgive this. And look, we can still save this. We can still save this. We do have courts that are pushing back to Donald Trump and his administration every day. Those executive orders that Donald Trump is signing that he's never read, they are going straight from his desk, straight into the courts, and the judges are pushing back. Now, once again, they're trying to make it normal to push back against the judges. The judges have already told Donald Trump with a 9-0 that they have to get Ruben Garcia. They got to bring him back. Donald Trump and them have said, nah, we're not going to do that. What they've said is, well, we would do that, but we can't because the El Salvadorian president has said that he's going to keep him. Let me tell you something. We could send our national, our Salvation Army could kick the shit out of El Salvador. So make no mistake about it. If we want somebody, all we got to do is say, bring them here. And if you don't bring him here immediately, then you better look up in about 5 hours, look up in the sky. Because you're going to see the 75th Ranger Regiment friggin' parachuting in to get him. And if anybody even tries to stand in the way, they're going to get schwacked.
Right.
That's the kind of shit we could do.
I'm honestly surprised that there hasn't been any pushback on the funding we're giving them to keep these prisoners.
Right.
Like if we don't pay that bill, what then?
Yeah. That's the thing. Here we are.
And wait a second, I have to throw this in real quick. Donald Trump doesn't pay his bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, at the end of the day, those aren't costs that they're pissed off about. They're pissed off about the cost towards friggin' health care. That's what the Republicans are pissed off about. They're not pissed off at the fact that we're spending $5 million a friggin' day to hold people in a friggin' gulag. They're not pissed off that Donald Trump is getting ready to spend $150 friggin' million on a dictator's parade to somebody who was nothing more than a damn chicken shit coward claiming friggin' bone spurs. Do you know I've got bone spurs? I had bone spurs and I went to friggin' combat multiple friggin' times. You know why? Because I'm not a colossal pussy.
Well, we know that, Major. We know that.
Yeah, we certainly know that.
And that's why we call
That's one of the things we absolutely adore about you is you're not a colossal pussy.
Yeah. And we call guys like you suffragettes. Because you're gentlemen and you absolutely support women. And I wanted to read this because it's a meme that goes with your point. Habeas corpus is the legal right to due process, which was included in the Constitution because King George III was disappearing colonists. Yes, thank you. Beyond the seas to be tried for offenses where American courts had no jurisdiction. Does that sound familiar?
That's this. And they also tried to do this in friggin' Guantanamo.
Yeah.
I mean, this is horrible. But once again, this is going to be crimes against humanity. And let me tell you something. Donald Trump may, he may lose his friggin' mind soon, and that may be what saves his ass. But I'm going to tell you right now, these enablers are going to be held accountable. Look, I don't give two shits. I think friggin', Lindsey Graham, one of my proudest moments was calling him an asshole to his face in the friggin' airport in Raleigh. Nice. But I'm going to tell you right now, these people are not going to friggin' do this to our country and think that they're going to go unscathed. I mean, I'm talking about it's time to call people to the friggin' carpet, and it's time to hold them accountable. You know, and there's a lot of people that are going to feel a lot of pain in this country. And all those friggin' poor Republicans, get ready, because you're the ones that will feel it the most.
Yeah,
because
you sat back
first.
The Republicans sat back for a fucking decade and let Dinky get away with everything. Literally everything. Impeachment number 1, impeachment number 2, January 6th, all the criming. I don't even know how many fucking laws he's broken in the last fucking 3 months. It's a lot. A lot. And I like this meme too. It says, I don't know who needs to hear this, but the Constitution gives the president 3 important things: 0 power to write a law, 0 power to ignore the law, and 0 power to break the law. But we've got a mofo right now in the Oval Office that is writing laws via fucking tweets.
Somebody please send me that. Somebody please send me that. That three. Somebody text me that. Holy shit, that's good.
Okay, so Major, are you on Blue Sky?
Yeah.
What's your handle?
I think it's like 1970 Airborne. Hold on. Let me pull it up here.
1970.
It is. It's at Airborne, AIRBORNE 1970 .bsky.social.
Airborne 1970. I mean, it's not popping up. Maybe Tony can find it. I'll be sending you memes, honey. You want memes? I'll send them to you.
Absolutely, I love those. I do at least 5 memes every night when I do my lives.
There you go. You can also just look up Richard Ojeda.
Okay. Yeah, I was just going to say, if you're not subscribed to Major Ojeda, get on over there and do it right.
Yeah, but you got to make sure it's Airborne 1970. I'll be honest with you, man. I report about 30 fake profiles every single week. Man, I tell you, it kills me.
I report some for you too there whenever I see them. I'm like, you ain't the Major.
I wish there was ways to stop that garbage. This has been going on since 2011. When I was in when I was in Haiti in 2010, I started sending pictures back of the horrible sights that we were seeing, and it just seems like as soon as that started, fake
I'm already
profiles.
following you. I'm already following you, Major. Now you got to follow me back.
Now let me tell you something. I actually follow everybody who follows me back. Let me see here. Deborah K.
No, it's 21st Century Suffragettes.
It hasn't popped up yet.
Yeah, we got the female symbol on there in pink. Is our pink or purple, whatever. It's actually 21st C and then Suffragettes. SUFFRAGETTES.
Okay, hold on here. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do it again.
21st.
21st.
C. Yeah, the letter C. Yeah. And then Suffragettes. SUFFRA.
SUFFRA?
RA. Suffragettes. SUFFRAGETTES.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Having to spell our name keeps the MAGA trolls away from us because they can't spell it.
Well, they can't spell it. I'm already following you.
Woot woot woot.
Yeah, I don't know where, but I'm already following you.
Well, we will at you for that. Where did it go?
Oh my gosh! There's a AI of Donald Trump sitting at his desk, and in front is Caroline Leavitt, and she's got orange shit all around her lips.
So you guys notice that we never see anything about her sugar daddy husband?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because he's an older dude.
Who's like 50 years older than she is?
Yes. Well, he actually is the one who financed her campaign prior to her being press secretary, and is the one who pushed for her to become the press secretary. And to his credit, he's a stay-at-home dad now. So he takes care of her kids while she spews bullshit from the press corps.
What's up, baby? I'm on a podcast.
Okay, love you guys.
Is that Mrs. Major?
That was the Mrs.
Yes.
So I wanted to also run this by you. I don't know, maybe it's not so good, but Tony, my husband, always calls you not Ojeda, Ojedi.
Ojeda. Yeah, I've heard that a few times. I like it. Believe it or not, this is a little bit of believe it or not, me and Luke Skywalker were born on the same day.
No shit.
Shut up.
September 25th. When I was 7 years old, when Star Wars first come out, I went to Huntington, West Virginia. And back then, we didn't have the roads that we have now in West Virginia. So when you drove to Huntington, you had to stop like 3 times and throw up because it was all this crap. So I remember we went, my dad took me there so that I could watch Star Wars. I'd never, ever even heard about it, but he took me there. And I remember we stayed in this big, long line, and it was a long line outside, and we finally got inside, and inside the lobby was decorated with all this really cool shit I'd never seen. I didn't know what Star Wars was. And I remember they actually were handing out a folder to everybody who went to the movie. And in the folder, when you opened it up, it had like, you know, the pictures of everybody, and it had their birthdays and stuff. It's like, you know, this is Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, born this day, blah, blah, and just talked about it and stuff. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world when I found out that he's born on September 25th too. So back then, I kind of thought that meant that I was, without a doubt, going to become a Jedi one day.
I was going to just say, isn't that Hal's birthday too?
Here you are.
Well, believe it or not, I've actually met Mark Hamill, and we've done a couple fundraisers and stuff together.
Sweet.
And he is a really, really super cool guy. And he is really, I'll be honest with you, this guy, he places his wife on a pedestal, and they work with each other. I mean, you probably won't find a better relationship with those two right there. But I just remember when I was a kid, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world that I was born on the same day that, you know, Mark Hamill, you know, Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
So,
The Jedi.
So I also love this. I love this post. It's another meme, but it says, can we all just agree that Barron was rejected from Harvard? Like the reason why Dinky's going after Harvard so hard is because they won't admit Barron into fucking Harvard. And number one, number two, Spy told me before the show that both the Obama girls went to Harvard, and it's got to rub him so fucking hard.
Yes. You know, here's the thing. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, you can't take away the fact that they're Donald Trump's kids. Donald Trump is by far the dumbest man to ever occupy the chair.
He's toxic.
His kids are dumb. His kids are dumb. Stupid people. And once again, they couldn't get in those colleges. That's why Donald Trump is pissed, because Donald Trump wants Barron, because Barron is Donald Trump's pride and joy.
Yeah.
Make no mistake about it. If Donald Trump could only pick one child to survive, he would pick Barron. He would pick Barron over Ivanka now, because Ivanka has basically had at least a little bit more intelligence than her brothers, with enough sense to say, I'm going to kind of step away from this kind of shit.
Flicked him to the curb,
Stand back over here. You know, that's her. But I mean, they're pissed off because Barron can't get into the schools because he's not smart enough. Right. And they can be like, oh, Barron's the smartest young man ever. Bunch of bootlickers. And when I see, you know, Donald Trump goes to all the UFC fights, right? And now you got these guys that win their fights. They jump out there and they start bowing down to Donald Trump, handing him their belt and shit like that. Let me tell you something. They get hit in the friggin' head for a living. But I'm telling you right now, there should be nobody in mixed martial arts that should ever support Donald Trump.
No.
A man who has never knuckled up in his entire life. You know, the only time Donald Trump has ever used his hands to hurt somebody, they were 12-year-old kids on Epstein Island.
Yeah.
And We already have people that have testified that said that absolutely happened. So,
Major, can I ask you your opinion about the assassination attempt and the ear and the whole thing? Okay. I just saw a picture of Evander Holyfield.
Yes.
You can still see the bite mark out of his fucking ear. Now you're going to tell me that he got shot in the ear. I really doubt it, but go ahead, please, Major.
There is no way, shape, or fashion that a 5.56 bullet left no mark. That would have ripped his ear off. Understand that those bullets and that weapon, when you fire it, the bullet tumbles. And let me tell you something. The reason why we use that bullet, the reason why we use those is because it has a little bit more than just shooting somebody. What it means, those bullets bounce off the bone structure. Oof, so you can shoot somebody in the hip and it can come out their shoulder. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it will completely rip everything to pieces going towards that shoulder. It bounces off the bone structure. It would have ripped off his ear. I don't think he would have had anything. He would have had an ear. I think it would have took the entire ear off. But it definitely did not hit his ear and leave no scar. No way. And oh, by the way, I love it how people are saying, God protected Donald Trump, but he killed the firefighter?
Yeah.
The guy who risks his life so that other people may live? The guy who actually lives, risking his life for somebody else?
Yeah. Major, do you realize that the first dump of Epstein files happened on that day? Do you know that? The real dump during Biden administration, all the shit that we saw where Benny Loco got the case from, where
the stuff that Ron DeSantis was released on the day that of the Butler.
Yeah, the Butler assassination attempt happened the same day the Epstein files were released the first time during the Biden administration. That's why nobody saw it. And I'm wondering if you think, like I'm thinking right now, that it was a fucking setup to distract away from...
I don't, because here's why. If they released footage, if they released files, then if they released files that showed that Donald Trump had done these things, that would be different. But obviously it didn't, because if the files showed that Donald Trump had actually preyed on little girls, we would have known that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is that the Epstein files were released on that day, and Donald Trump and his fucking crew knew it.
Yeah, but the thing about it is if it was released on that day, whether the shooting happened or not, if it was released on that day, don't you think that somebody who had their eyes on that? Because once again, who was it released to? Because
we all saw it. We weren't distracted by the assassination attempt.
But what did it say about Donald Trump? Did it say that Donald Trump raped kids?
The case that Benny is holding up, that she's got the paper right there, that case was released, the Katie Johnson case. And the Katie Johnson case goes in and says verbatim that Donald Trump was slapping these little 12-year-old girls around because he didn't like the way they gave him a blowjob. And then they were worried about, they raw dogged him.
Send me that. Send me that, Benny. Take screenshots of that and send that to me, because I definitely want to write about that. Oh, yeah. See, I didn't know. I mean, but see, that's...
Well, that's what I mean. The headlines in the mainstream media were all about the Donald Trump assassination attempt. And it wiped the Epstein files off the headlines.
But the only problem with that is that if it should have only wiped it off the headlines for about 3 days. I mean, honestly, it's a shame that it did not, that it put a silencer on that, because it shouldn't have. If you've got something from a court that says Donald Trump was found to be guilty slapping young girls because he didn't like the way that they gave oral sex, that's something that should have come out a long time ago. It should have been on the news media everywhere.
Yeah.
And you know what? Somebody should have been willing to push that.
Same thing. In the same case, it says that he had sex with them with no condom, and they were worried about getting pregnant, and he just threw money at him and he just said, get a fucking abortion.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No.
I mean, it's Donald
And
Trump.
he was slapping these little 12-year-old girls around. That's what's in the Katie Johnson case.
Well, it needs to come out. It needs to come out.
And when you remember the binder that Dinky gave all these fucking right-wing conspiracy theorists, fucking YouTubers, there was nothing. It was nothing in there that they hadn't already seen, and a shit ton of it was already redacted. You know what I mean? When we already got all that shit was unredacted when the assassination attempt happened. Because anybody remember? Was it August? I think it was August of
somewhere around
2024.
It was really close to the election, so yeah, it's about right.
Yeah.
My concern is that there's already been releases of information and it's flown under the radar. If there are other releases of information, my concern is that MAGA will find a way to dismiss it, just like they do with E. Jean Carroll, just like they do. And right now, they're all on TikTok telling everyone that he's no longer a convicted felon because his charges were dismissed.
No,
his
that's
34
not true.
felony count. And it's not true. But again, they'll find a way to dismiss it. They'll find a way to make it,
non-existent.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
As long as Donald Trump doesn't get arrested, he doesn't give a shit what anybody hears and sees. He don't care. As long as he's protected, that's all he cares about. And I'm going to tell you that if we don't, we should take back the House. I'm hoping and praying that I get to be in that group that helps take back the House. The biggest problem for me is that I'm running against Richard Hudson, who happens to be the head of the NRCC. So they're going to give him, no matter how much money they need,
shit ton of money.
But I'm going to tell you this. He's not showing up in the district, and I am. I'm putting boots on the ground everywhere. I'm going nonstop. I mean, I'm telling you right now, this is my first weekend that I've had where I don't really have anything that's really major. I mean, I'm going nonstop. I have put boots on the ground in the farthest areas in my district multiple times. I went to Alamance 12 times last month. Alamance is the farthest county out because I believe that that's important. I believe that as long as I keep showing up, people are going to start realizing who I am. And by the time we get there, and this is the reason why I announced so early, is because I want to make sure everybody knows who I am. Right. And when the time comes, then I'm going to absolutely win that primary. I'm going to win the primary, hands down. I think I win it big. And then I'm going to go after Richard Hudson. And I'll be honest with you, I really believe that I can beat him. But, I think I can beat him because the Republican message is starting to get really, really nasty. And a lot of people are waking up. But I also happen to be running against the head of the NRCC. If I was running against anybody else, I would smoke them like a cheap cigar. But it's going to be tough because this guy is going to get, no matter how much money he wants, they're going to give it to him because they want to save his seat because he is the head of the NRCC. But I'm going to tell you.
That's going to be hard because they're going to throw a shit ton of money at his fucking campaign.
Let him. Yeah, let him. But here's the thing. You can't call yourself the veterans representative and allow Elon Musk to gut the VA, and that's exactly what he did. Also understand that Cumberland County, Hope County, and Moore County are heavily saturated with veterans, and a veteran will support a veteran over anybody else. So I feel very comfortable that I'm going to get the veterans' votes in those 3 counties.
That's why your T-shirt, that's why your slogan, Ojeda's got your 6 in 2026, is going to be the best way to get all those veterans on your side.
Not only am I going to make that a shirt, but when we start doing billboards, that's going to be the billboard that's going to be in Cumberland County, which is right outside of Fort Bragg. I'm going to have them put in Hope County, and I'm going to have them put in Moore County because will resonate with the people. That's a fact. So
I'm gonna have to drive up there and take a picture and be like, I did that.
Yeah. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. I'm going to tell you, that's going to happen. My people on my team, they absolutely love it. They absolutely loved it.
Awesome. I love that. That's amazing.
We're so excited for you, Major. And please drop where can people donate and get you money for your campaign? And
it's still the Act Blue link.
Yeah, if you go to ojedafornc.com, you can donate to my campaign. It's through the Act Blue. It's on my page. I do a nightly live every night at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7 days a week. I've been doing it for at least hell, I'd say at least 10 years. I mean, it's what I do, and I enjoy it. If I'm not campaigning, then I'm writing my stuff down for my nightly lives every night.
And Benny Local's a moderator, right? You're a moderator in there, Benny.
She's on there, yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, and you know, I wish I had more moderators like Benny, because, you know, every once in a while, some people, they make the wrong mistakes, or they block people that they shouldn't be blocking.
Right.
That's happened a couple times, and I hate it when that happens, because
if you need moderators, we got a couple that are troll slayers in our
yeah. Now I'm all about that, but we also now have a troll. So like if somebody starts trolling, it'll stop and go troll alert, and then John will tell us what the guy said, and then I'll basically put him in his place, and then we'll block his ass, because I'm not going to let them. I don't let nobody come on my page and start spewing their garbage.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give nobody the oxygen on my page, because that's my page.
Yeah.
If you don't like what I say, start your own damn page. That's the way I look at it.
So you've got at least three of our mods already saying I'm in.
Hey, look, all you guys go on there. I'll let John know. Absolutely, I have no problems with that. You know, but I, you know,
have John email me at 21stcenturysuffragettes@gmail.com.
Okay.
And you know, I'll get you any information that you need for any help that you need, and also, you know, this. I'm so stoked that you like the Ojeda got your 6 in 2026.
Hell yeah.
It's a hell of a slogan.
That's a great slogan. Absolutely. So make sure you text me that email so I can get it to John. But yeah, look, I have no problems, all three of you guys. But you know, I don't have a problem with that. You know, we want to make sure that, you know, I don't want no assholes coming on there running their friggin' pie hole. And it's easy to know if somebody's, you know, being a dick.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't mind calling them out, but I'm not going to give them oxygen on my page.
Right. Major, do we have more time with you? I mean, normally we would go to 7. Do we have more time?
I mean, I guess it's 6:20 now. Yeah, I probably should start going back to my stuff, looking over my stuff.
So I just wanted, do you know what's going on in Alabama real quick? With the House and Senate bills that they're creating, one is police immunity, one's hemp over regulation. The other one is What is a Woman Act, literally. DEI program restrictions and midwifery limitations. That's going on in Alabama.
Hey, no, don't worry about it. You know, those are super, super red states. Enjoy, Alabama. Enjoy your good life you got with your friggin' shit-stained Trumpaloon friggin' representatives. Go ahead and enjoy that when you have no rights. You know what? Maybe then the women in Alabama are going to start friggin' taking a friggin' stand instead of daggone allowing the friggin' Republicans to control their lives. You know, sometimes you got to get knocked down before you're willing to stand up and ball up your damn fists. So, you know what? Hey, I hate that there are people that are going to struggle, but let me tell you something. This is what I tell everybody. You don't like it in Alabama because they're really, really nasty? Leave. Let the taxpayers pick up and move to another area. Let me tell you something. North Carolina, where I live, I left West Virginia. I left one of the reddest states in the country that don't give two shits about anybody in that whole damn state, that are so friggin' in a trance for Donald Trump, that, you know what? I left, but I didn't just leave. I brought my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law with me to North Carolina. I brought my mother and my father with me to North Carolina. Right now, I got my sister and my niece with me from Florida. And guess what? They're no longer paying taxes in West Virginia and in Florida. They're here in North Carolina. And let me tell you something. North Carolina is going to flip blue in this next election. Make no mistake about it. We're going to flip blue, and we're going to show people what right looks like. But all those other red states, by all means, If you guys enjoy it, stay there. We don't give a shit. Stay in those red states. Stay in West Virginia, coal miner, now that they've basically killed your ability to even file a claim for black lung.
Oh my
God. They
God.
want you to be 40 years old and not able to friggin' breathe. Congratulations. Stay in the state that literally rapes you over the coals every chance that they get. So it's on you. I choose to go where I'm going to be happy. And that's why I am in North Carolina now and no longer in West Virginia.
Well, Major, we here at 21st Century Suffragettes love and adore you, and we will be supporting you and your campaign for Senate in 2026. Believe me, and we're going to want to see that slogan everywhere, and we're going to be posting it everywhere.
I'm gonna tell you now. As soon as I get off here, because like I said, my campaign manager, they all love it. I'm gonna go ahead and let them know point blank. The bumper stickers come out now, and when that happens, hey, send me your addresses, and you guys will all get. I'll send you all the stuff that has that on it.
We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. And also, I just before you go, because I know you're itching to get out of here, I want to play a drop for you that you were on our show, and this is when Kamala was running, and we were so hopeful that she would get in, and this is what you had to say about women in politics. Go ahead.
I said it here. I said it right here on your show. I am absolutely, completely supportive of friggin' women winning all up and down the damn ballot, because you know what? The men have really fucked a lot of shit up.
That's why we love you here at 21st Century Suffragettes. Major, you're a suffragette.
I still stand by that. I mean, goodness gracious, the way I look at it is maybe we'll let women have a chance at fixing this shit. Because maybe if we did that, maybe we could, I don't know, let women actually make this place great again. Yeah. How about that? Well, guys, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Send me that stuff, and make no mistake about it. When we start getting this stuff, and I'm telling you, I just now messaged my campaign manager said that needs to be a bumper sticker ASAP.
Well, Benny's got your number, and so we'll try to we'll exchange all information behind the scenes, and we will.
Well, for you, you got all that stuff behind you. It'll be nice to see that bumper sticker back there somewhere. So it'll be cool.
Well, this is my music studio. I'm actually a musician.
Really?
And
I see Led Zeppelin. So you definitely are in good company. Oh,
she just got it back.
Nice.
This machine kills fascists.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
guys, you guys are awesome. I just got my
guitar back, so
you guys are awesome.
I'll be playing some music soon. And Major, thank you so much for joining us. We love and adore you. And everybody go follow him and send him money so he can win against these right-wing fascists.
Yeah, I feel the same with all you guys. I mean, Benny's been in this fight for quite some time, and I'm glad that you all have popped in here too, because that's what has to happen. We got to fight. We ain't rolling over for nobody, and that's just the way it is. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all next time.
Thank you so much, sir.
It's the brow.
We love you.
Bye, Major.
I love
Ladies
Major.
and gentlemen.
Oh my God. Spy Kenny loves your thing, and the campaign manager loves your thing. It's going to be everywhere. Oh my God.
I'm going to put that bumper sticker on my vehicle just because, even though I'm not in North Carolina.
Yes.
Just so I know, I did that.
That's me. I can't it. Oh my God, Spy Ken, I'm so fucking excited for you right now. I'm bouncing off the walls right now.
When the look on his face when I told it to him, that's priceless right there.
And he's like, I gotta text my campaign manager during the
show. Fuck it, let's do it live.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's so wonderful.
That was freaking awesome. I'm so stoked for you.
I'm tickled the shit.
So, Benny, do me a favor and email him right now, our email, which is 21st Century. You know what our email is. 21st Century Suffragettes @gmail.com. It's real easy.
You want me to do it right now?
Well, just
right
do
now?
it now while it's fresh in his mind, right?
All right, let me jump off and I'll be back.
Okay.
Back.
No, well, I love it. 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 Spike, and I'm so fucking excited for you. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, it'd be great if he gets the t-shirts and stuff together pretty quickly, and he can send them to you before I come up to visit.
He's got a freaking team behind him, honey. Of course that shit's gonna be out.
That would be great.
They're
come back
already
with
working on a
shirt.
fucking design right now.
Oh, that's amazing.
Can you
and
imagine?
I'm gonna have to drive up there just to see the billboards. We'll take a road trip just to see the billboards.
Yeah, Ojeda got your 6 in 2026. I love it. He loves it. We've loved it for a long time, and we keep saying it in his chats and stuff, but he never sees it. And
face to face, that was just awesome. Thank you guys for letting me join you today. So yes, I could say it to his face.
Fuck yeah, dude, you had to be here. Are you kidding? Like what? Are you kidding?
Oh,
I just love it. I love it. I love that he loves it. I love that his campaign manager went nuts for it.
when the Moms is already doing a hashtag OGY6N26.
Yeah. I love it, Moms. It's great. I fucking love it. Have we had trolls in here today? I haven't even been paying attention.
We had one, and Tony smacked him down pretty quick. So,
all right, good. I need a fresh beer.
You can't come on here and insult our guest in our chat without us going. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah. Flick like a little bug. So how fun was that? I love.
Oh, that was amazing.
Ojeda, and I loved his fake Christian thing, and he's just and I know he's upset about it. And then we read him the whole thing about the 3 toes, and he was like sitting back laughing.
Well, I've taken. So I used to very sarcastically tell people, "Oh, that's very Christian of you," when they would, be awful human beings.
Yeah.
But now I've changed it to that's very anti-Christian of you, or antichrist of you. I just say it straight to their face. That's very antichrist of you.
Yeah. You have to.
I was looking for the date of the first
point out their
assassination.
lunacy. You have to. I do.
So
I can't help myself. I'm telling you, I may need bail money. before all of this is said and done.
I can't find it. Yeah. Trigger warning. Here's the trigger warning of the list of kids that he's diddled. Remember that? I read that out a bunch of times.
Butler was July 13th of last year.
July 13th. Okay.
July 13th.
Donnie One Ear. It's right here. Donnie One Ear. Donnie One Ear, July 13th, 2024.
Not a mark.
Ears wide shut. Donnie Ear Spurs.
Did you guys see that he actually made a joke about it at his crypto dinner?
Yep.
I watch as little as him as I possibly can, so no.
Yeah, I wanted to find out some information about this crypto dinner, because ultimately, he sold the country to the highest bidder for the,
in full broad
public
fucking
view.
daylight. Like nobody even gives 2 shits.
Yeah.
And what's funny is because the day everybody was talking about political violence on the left. Well, I have a list here of all the political violence that Dinky has stoked. Like the Alvin Bragg baseball bat photo, Nancy Pelosi's husband being attacked, grabbed by the pussy, being friends with a pedophile, Epstein. I'd like to punch him in the face. I remember when he said that on a thing. Gallows for Mike Pence, insurrection. You got Biden bound and gagged, all that stuff. Kids in cages. They need to get over it after the shooting. Remember he said that. Civil war, the last 9 years, claiming they're under attack, bloodless. If the left is allowed to be, remember, it's a war on women. We got them bleeding out in hospitals, blaming the female FBI agent as a DEI hire, beat up protesters at his rallies, threatened judges and witnesses in his cases. I mean, it's on and on and on and on and on and on. And he's still doing this shit. By the way, this is 2024, July of 2024. I love doing a drop in my books because I've been taking notes for years.
Copious notes.
These are all my books.
How many volumes do we have there, Miss Diane?
I think I'm on volume 11.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm on 10 right now. So, yeah.
So, were people posting the link to get the free tickets to the parade just so you can not show up?
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
see it in there.
I think we should get. I think we need to get fucking tickets to the fucking parade and nobody show up. Come on, people, we can do this. You know what I wanted to tell Major Ojeda too, and I forgot. I think he should go on IHIP.
Yes,
the ladies from Oklahoma. I think you should go on the I've Had It podcast with the ladies from Oklahoma because they have, first of all, they have 875,000.
Almost 1 million subscribers.
Almost 1 million subscribers. I would love it if he went on there, and him screaming about the fake Christians, and they would love each other. I could just tell. Yeah. And Major's very lovable. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how loud he gets or how gruff he seems. I think he is a wonderful human being because he's not afraid to make noise, to be loud. Right.
He's my kind of guy.
I know. And I think he should go on IHIP because, first of all, we're at the bottom of YouTube. We have 1,070 subscribers. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for being here. We're not saying that nobody's following us, okay? But what I'm saying is that they have 875,000 fucking subscribers, and they reach a huge community. And they're all pro-gay, pro-black, pro-women, right? Mm-hmm. He needs to go out there.
Pro-humanity.
Yes. And so Major on high hip would be Major. Yes, John. I think it would be great. And that would be another suggestion I would make to him to go on more female podcasts. You can reach the bros. You can talk about how the right is, attacking poor people, which is a great message. But he also has to attack, in my opinion, the criminals. These are criminals running our fucking country right now. It is fucking infuriating to watch criminals run our fucking country. When we have had, I know we haven't had angels in there before. Bush and there's a lot of fucking bad shit that's happened, right? But Biden was one of our best presidents. He said that about, the best economy in the world, which I appreciate. My thing is I feel like Democrats have to start going after these guys. They're criminals. They are committing crimes. This is a crime. Yep. Keep saying it's a crime. All a crime. Yes. I feel like that's better messaging than they're going after the poor. Because people don't care if they go after the poor. They're like, it'll never happen to me. Bullshit. You ain't safe either. Even if you're in the middle class, they're trying to make the middle class poor, and they want the poor to die off. Yep. So I think the messaging has to change a little bit. I wish I'd said this while he was on, but it's hard to get a word in when he's on, and I love him for it. But
I don't love it.
But attacking Republicans for the criminals that they are. Because there are actual crimes being broken on a fucking daily right now. The tax scams, the tariffs, the fucking all of it, them, crypto and just the emoluments clause, forget about it. All of this shit is like just norms just blowing out the fucking door. And I think that's better messaging for the Democratic Party is to talk about these guys are actually committing crimes. This is a fucking crime. This is bing, 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 bing. Section 1, do. I don't need the fucking section. You know what I need? This is a crime.
Yep.
That's all I fucking need. And
now,
if Democrats
what is that chick's name? Primrose.
Parker Posey?
No. Primrose.
God, I wish her name wasn't so long. It just stymies me.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. She did a video. Sorry?
Primrose Permaculture.
Yeah. She did a video yesterday about planning for their arrests.
Yeah.
And read a really fucking brilliant article. And I suggest everybody go and listen to it because it's very encouraging.
What is this, a YouTube page?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we play it on the air?
Park Rose.
It's like 20 minutes long.
Oh.
No, but it's a good one to subscribe to.
We could at least share it. Share it. So what is it? Park Rose?
Yes.
Park Rose Permaculture. It's in the chat.
Okay.
Shayla.
Whoever dropped it, thank you.
Let's snag a link for that. I would totally. By the way, has anybody been following the Diddy case?
No. They try to cram it down my throat and my feed too, boy. And I'm like, don't recommend this shit.
It's another distraction. It's another distraction. If we're focused on him, we're not focused on.
Take care of your fucking business. Charge this motherfucker for what he needs to be charged with and get it over. That's all. Do your fucking job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Primrose?
No. Park Rose.
Harvard, teaching civics lessons. So... so funny.
So free civics lessons from Harvard.
Yeah.
Online. And this came from moms, right?
Yep. Yeah, Harvard. Thank you. This shit should be taught in elementary school. It used to be. When I went to school, they taught us how the government worked.
Speaking of Mark Hamill, I wanted to read this, but it's just Mark Hamill's nicknames for Dinky. Al Capone. Julius Squeezer. The Shard of the Deal. Mayor McCut the Cheese. Groper Cleveland. Sleepy Don Zales. Burger Gene King. Donnie Nappleseed. Yabba Dabba Doofus.
Oh.
His Majesty. Genghis Don. Donnie D Cups. Danye West. Donald Duck the Draft.
Jedi.
Kim Jong-un. The Notorious P.I.G. Hair Mussolini. Phony Soprano.
I like that last one. It's so fitting.
Phony Soprano. I don't know which.
That's all he is a fucking common thug.
I think my favorite one
fucking piece of shit
is Yabba Dabba Doofus.
I want to see him in a Barney uniform now. As soon as you said that, I pictured it in my head. Old Dinky and wearing a Barney outfit.
Oh my God!
It's got to be
Donnie
Barney
D-Cups.
because Barney had yellow hair.
Donnie D Cups is pretty goddamn funny too.
Yes.
So yeah.
I'm so glad that he's got a
King.
sense of humor about all of this, like we do.
Yeah.
You know, thank you, Mark Hamill.
I know. He's an epic follow on Blue Sky. Just epic. And let's see what else. Here's Jon Stewart. You can protest in a way that offends the right. Oh, you can't protest in a way that offends the right. You can't teach things that the right doesn't want you to teach. You can't read things that they don't want you to read. You can't use words that they don't want you to use, but they love free speech. These guys don't give a fuck about free speech. They care about their speech.
Yep.
Only they can say it. Only they can get away with it. When we start fucking spewing shit and we start going after Dinky and his fucking ear tampons and his fucking whatevers and his fucking diapers, they don't want to hear it. That's a lie. It's fake news. It's fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Honey, everybody can't be wrong. Dinky can't just be the only one that's right and everybody else in the whole world is wrong.
That's called a cult.
Thank you. Dinky delusional, Steven. Steven Sayers, Dinky delusional. Yeah.
Notice we never heard the term fake news until Dinky coined it.
Well, it was actually, what's her name? Kellyanne Conway.
Yeah, but he...
Rip
Van Stinkle.
Yeah.
He perpetuated the...
Yeah. And alternative facts. That's something else we never heard before.
Fake news.
That's been injected.
Well, and what did Giuliani say? Truth isn't truth. Sure, bro. Whatever you say, truth isn't truth.
What a pitiful, creepy little motherfucker.
Fucking another pedophile. Oh, I like this. Mark Elias posted this. Maybe, just maybe, the original sin wasn't about Joe Biden's decision to run for re-election, but the legacy media's decision to provide both sides journalism as Donald Trump ran as an inspiring dictator determined to destroy democracy. Perhaps the latest sin was spending the last 3 weeks obsessing about Joe Biden rather than sounding the alarm over mass illegal deportations, threats to free and fair elections, and the unjust prosecution of those who dare to speak up. Damn, I wish I had read that when Ojeda was on.
Yeah.
The catch and kill is incredible.
Yeah.
He's really good at it.
Yeah, so...
The chat's still going with the nicknames. It's hilarious.
Wait. What am I missing?
I'm going to have to go back and read.
Dementia Dinky.
The Sultan of the Salty Nut.
I only have a 32-inch television. Maybe if I had one of them.
The Melon Felon.
The Apricot Antichrist.
Apricot Antichrist. Oh my God. Now our fucking nickname t-shirt's gonna get totally fucked.
Yeah. Gonna have to possibly make them a little fatter.
Kim Jong Trump, Little Mushroom. Oh my God, Little Mushroom Man. Little Mushroom Man. Where is my mushroom?
Do you know the Mushroom Man, the Mushroom Man, the Mushroom Man?
There it is. That one's really tiny.
It's itty bitty. Look, this is It's not even as big as my first knuckle.
It depicts it much more realistically.
Self-sphincter clown boy. Oh my God.
Thank you, Mom.
Schittler.
Thank you, Moms, very much for the itty bitty dinky. Itty bitty dinky.
Itty bitty dinky. We got to have fun because this is so fucking tragic, and it's just heartbreaking to watch these criminals fucking run our country, and it's just disgusting, literally on a fucking daily basis. You know what I mean? When we were all bitching about this a decade ago, nobody fucking listened. We didn't have a podcast. We had nowhere to bitch about this shit. Now we do.
I did have a place to bitch about it, but I chose not to because it was supposed to be my place to just go and get away from bullshit. And I didn't want to turn it into a place where there was bullshit. Which is,
So Vicky has a question in the chat.
Sure.
The list of the 6 kids. She'd like to know where that came from because she's trying to tell a friend about it.
Where did I see that? So it's in here somewhere. I just saw it, Here it is. I got it on July 8th, 2024. Debate on whether or not to read the Maria Doe account of abuse by Trump. So gross, but people should know. The right say protect the children. Don't let them ignore this. Are they okay with child rape? No, I don't think so. The girls.
There's another good nickname while you're looking for it. Stencilini.
Oh,
Stencilini.
Vacated lawsuit 4 days before the 2016 election. Yeah. Trigger warning. You have to step away. Understand. This is pedophile. Let's see. I'm looking. I think it was in the first dump. No, because when did the assassination attempt happen? It was in July 13th. This was on
Jan Morgan. There is a website. It's just 21stcenturysuffragettes.com, right, Diane? The website.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. This is John Doe's and Epstein files. Trump. There's 200 John Doe's and Epstein files, and Trump is number 174. I'm looking from where I found that, but the thing is, I think I found that I don't know where I found it. It was on Twitter. I remember that.
I think it came from a news article.
And then because the dump of Epstein files, what Benny's got, happened on July 13th. This is July 8th that I wrote this down.
Right.
So maybe look up July 8th of 2024 and see if anything pops up there. But I got this off Twitter. I know that for a fact. So I can't remember. I didn't write down what the source was. And normally I try to do that because I don't want it to come back on me. Somebody wrote this list, right? And I didn't write the list. Somebody else wrote the list. I just wrote the list in my fucking notes because I was like, really?
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard this before? Did I don't know. It's been a while since I've read it. Maybe I should do it again. But Benny you should add this to your
I do.
repertoire.
I do.
Did that come out of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial? Maybe.
I remember it came out of a legal document somewhere, but I don't know who posted it. You know what I mean? So, was it Kyle Chaney or was it Cat Turd? You know what I mean? Like,
Who knows?
It wasn't Cat Turd for sure. Cat Turd would never post anything like this about Dinky. You kidding?
Yeah, Vicky, I'm fairly certain it came from the Florida court filings. Yeah, where Ghislaine is being prosecuted.
DeSantis.
Yeah, we got Michael Parker, 10 years old, oral rape, Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, 1992. Trump paid his parents a $3 million settlement. That's just the first one. There's 6 on this page.
Boys and girls.
Kelly Ford, 12 years old, $1 million settlement. Charles Bacon, 11 years old, $3 million settlement. One was Kelly was in 89. Charles is in 1994. Rebecca, 13 years old, 2012, $5 million settlement. Maria Oliveira, 12 years old, $16 million settlement. You don't get $16 fucking million for your fucking 12-year-old daughter unless he fucking did something to her.
That's
you get that right? Kevin,
I mean, everyone I've shown that list to, they came to the same conclusion. You don't pay out that much money unless you did something horrific to that child.
Kevin Knoll, 11-year-old, anal rape, Trump Tower, New York City, 1998. Settlement details are unknown, which means they gotta be fucking
staggering.
Massive.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear another fucking word about Democrats. Democrats are all criminals. Democrats are criminals. No, that's all gaslighting and projection. You guys are the fucking criminals. You guys are fucking trafficking girls and women, and you are the most criminal administration I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
I mean, that's literally.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I have that list, and I printed it out, and I have it taped inside my windshield on the front of my van, front windshield. Yeah. With my little upside down American flag above it.
Right.
And let's not forget that the Republican Party is backed by Christian nationalists. And I don't know if you guys really know a whole lot about Christian nationalists, but one of the things they teach their young girls and women is that you can't get pregnant if you're raped. It's one of the many, many incredibly inaccurate things that they teach them.
I remember that one dude, he's like, the body shuts down and the body won't accept it. Honey, you couldn't be more fucking ignorant about it. Keep your fucking mouth shut. You don't know fuck all about fuck all if you really think that's true.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's a lot of very repugnant things that Christian nationalists teach their women. We all know the whole, you can't be raped if you're married. That's a big one for them. There is no such thing as marital rape. But to find out that they actually teach their young girls that they can't get pregnant if they are raped, it just blows my mind. It blows my fucking mind. I'm sitting here teaching my daughter how to throw a punch.
Yeah.
And when the time comes, I will teach her about her body. She's not quite there yet, thank goodness. But when it's time, I will. But I'll also, before she gets to that point, I will teach her how to defend herself. And thankfully, I have a wonderful husband who is doing the same, so that she can actually, spar with him, and it gives her a better understanding of what to expect if she's ever attacked by a man.
I just saw this. Oh my God. First of all, it's my word. It's my word. It's fucking my word. I came up with it. Somebody has stolen it and now made it into a meme, and now I'm really fucking pissed.
Oh, shit.
Hart Cunningham, it says, Trunt, any cunt who is stupid enough to vote for fucking Donald Trump. Okay. And it says, fortunate son. And it's got MTG's face there. And underneath, it says, my word, which is insignificant. And I've been saying that for a long time. You guys know that. A dumbass who mistakenly believes that they are important when they are inconsequential and irrelevant. And I'm like, I just saw my word on fucking Blue Sky. Why didn't I do this a long time ago? God damn it. You gotta hit on that and then you scroll down. Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Any cunt is stupid enough to vote for Trump. And there you go. Insignificant. That's been my word since Dinky got in office the first fucking time.
Yeah.
Tony's got a drop of it. Me saying it. Where is it? There it is. You insignificant.
Well, it's true.
I call them insignificant. I call Republicans.
I hope she just slithers back under the fucking rock that
this
she
bitch
slithered out
needs to
from under
fucking
in that
go.
fucking swamp of fucking Dinky.
3 toes. Grok told me you've got 3 toes, and for me to quit asking stupid questions.
That is now part of the zeitgeist forever.
You guys got to see it in fucking writing. You got to see it in Grok writing. I'm going to send it to Tony anyway, because you just got to see it, because it's too goddamn good. It's too goddamn funny. Please refrain from asking ignorant questions. She unequivocally has 3 toes.
Unequivocally.
According to Grok. It's common knowledge. It's absolutely common knowledge. And please refrain from asking ignorant questions. How many toes does she have?
Derp.
It's the funniest shit ever.
Give us a derp.
Literally. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Grok, an AI thing saying, of course she's got 3 toes on each foot. This is common knowledge. What the fuck is your problem? Why are you asking me stupid questions?
AI with an attitude.
Great. AI's got an attitude. Now we're fucked.
How many toes does Marjorie Taylor Greene have? Hoodlum, you're hilarious for even asking the question, and thank you.
I don't understand.
I understand. She got 3 toes. Croc said so.
Oh, Croc said you got 3 toes. Can I see your feet?
Yeah. Come on. Show us the feet, Marge.
I remember when she was wearing those open toe shoes. And her toes, first of all, were really long and they were hanging over the edge of the shoe like this. Okay?
No. Oh my God. That's the wrong shoe size.
Oh, gosh. It
Honey,
reminds me of one of the wicked stepsisters trying to cram their foot in fucking Cinderella's glass slipper. Yeah. That's the picture that I get in my head.
Yeah. Honey, if you have hideous feet like that, don't wear open toe shoes.
Don't do it.
I mean,
ew. Nobody wants to see that hot mess.
Nobody wants to see your fucking feet. Your freaky fucking feet. I can't believe we started the show and now we're going to end the show with MTG 3 toes. Spork foot.
Big old bad B6 in her 3 toes.
What is it?
Big old bad B6 in her 3 toes.
Foot fingers.
Foot fingers.
I don't understand.
Warning! Danger!
Georgia,
Danger!
what are you doing? Please do not elect this woman again. She is a fucking cuckoo for crazy town cuckoo puffs. She is fucking nut job.
Come on,
now,
Georgia.
the woman running against Boebert, the woman running as a Democrat against Boebert, she's already putting out ads that are, I think are going to be very effective.
Every time you mention Boebert, it reminds me of Brian and how he is cousins with the guy that she jerked off at the fucking Beetlejuice show.
One of her opponent's ads has that in it.
Brian from HBL Radio Nation, Morbius, literally is cousins with the guy that she jerked off. He goes, I'm 1 degree of separation away from that guy. That guy's my cousin. He broke that on our show, and I thought I was going to die of laughter. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, and he's a Democrat.
And so consequently, he's been teased a lot ever since then. I'm sure.
You grow up in a giant Catholic family like that, you're not going to get any ball busting from your cousins. Are you insane? An Irish Catholic family, you don't think you're going to get fucking ball busted from here to Toledo? Are you kidding me?
And back again.
Yes. You are going to have your ball busted forever.
And
for the rest of your life that Bobo jerked you off at Beetlejuice. It's the end of the line.
Remember back when you was in the theater with that chick was fucking up our government? Remember
oh my
that?
God. Robert Carr just called her Blowbert.
Oh, she's just so vile. They
Super
all are.
vile.
Just everything that vile is what they are. They're every aspect of vile that you can possibly muster up in your brain.
Yeah, isn't she with Kid Rock now? I think they probably hooked up, but he was like, she's cray. I gotta get the fuck away from her.
Oh.
7 degrees of Beetlejuice. I gotta give some shout outs while we end the show. You guys have any closing statements you want to say?
Enjoy your weekend. Just enjoy your weekend. Embrace the joy while you can.
Yeah.
We wax, unwind. We get to do it all again next week.
So I want to give shout outs to Christina.
Outs to you, family.
A shout out to Brooklyn, New York, 471. Rosanna, thank you for the 20. We are the resistance. Let's fucking go. 21st century suffragettes. Wayne, thank you so much. Sent 10 memberships. Thank you, buddy. Nurmudge, Nordis. Did you hear your name shouted out in the John from Vegas song? We got to play the John from Vegas song when we because Nordis's name is in there. So anyway, sent 10 memberships. Nurmudge, thank you so much. Martha Salinas, thank you for the 10. Remember that today is 3 years of the Uvalde 21 Souls. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so bummer. Oh my God, it sucks. Thank you to John Deff and Kathy Fancy. Thank you so much, sweetie. Vicky, Groove Dragon, Moms, thank you. Steve from Scotland, thank you. Annette, Sage, we love you, honey. We'll see you on Thursdays. Jane knows, Susie Jones, Nina, Petrazi, Lynette, Paula Hoban. I haven't seen your name before, honey. Welcome. And Diane Hill. I love you, Diane Hill, sweetie. Jackie. Robert Carr. SFL. Super Saint. Roxanne. Do you guys in the song it says Roxanne and he goes Armfield and Epstein. He goes, it sounds like a law firm in the song. It's so funny. You got to hear it. Okay, so yeah. Again, thank you guys so much. Celery, we love you, sweetie. Everybody here. Kate Smith, welcome. Thank you for being new here today. Love you. Slaya. Janos. There's John from Vegas. He's in the chat. We got to close the show, and we're going to play John from Vegas. He sent me this, which I just love, 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 love. And we figured out that we can't get hit for it. We were afraid to play it before because it's an Elton John song, but since it's a parody, we can get away with it. So thank you, Benny.
Thank you, Major Ojeda, for joining us today. We always love seeing you here on the 21st Century.
Yes. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Spy. Thank you, Major Ojeda, for joining us today. And thanks to Tony, all our moderators, and everybody who's joining us. We really love and appreciate you. And we will be back on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. So, again, love ya. And enjoy John from Las Vegas parody song. Here we go. David, John from Vegas, Sage, Susie Jones. There was a new name in here. Tamara Price. Thank you. A new name. I like seeing new names.
Look how shiny it is, Grammy. It's so shiny. It's so shiny. It's so shiny.